Hey, amazing you lot. My name is Nat Tolhopf, coming in hot for you, sharing some sales simplicity. So I just want to do a shout out to Kimmy and Andrew from Amazing Business. I just massive kudos to them. I love their integrity. I love how all us business coaches can collaborate and just share some really impactful knowledge. And I can't wait to share with you guys today. So I love video because Kim was like, hey, do you want to do written or video? And I'm like, let's get amongst video. That way we can get into some real conversation, even though it's one way at the moment. But I want to share with you today, like I said, about sales simplicity and how bringing consistent cash flow can actually be easier said than done. And we don't necessarily have to have different launches happening all the time. But here's what we do need to have is, if you want consistent sales, you have to be consistently offering. So have a look. When was the last time you actually offered something to your audience? When was the last time you were like, here's how to work with me. Here's what I've got on offer. Followed up proposals. So sometimes we can forget to do the work that's in front of us, and we're constantly looking out for new leads to convert them. We're actually in front of us is a lot of repeat customers if we bring that into our daily practice of sales. And that's actually what I teach. I'm Nat Tolhopf, sales coach, by helping the people in business ditch doubt and take imperfect action, right? Because we're never ready. Everything's not always ready to go, but sales can be put into your day very simply, even a 5 to 10-minute activity, similar to the one I just shared with you, right? Where have you been offering? Where haven't you been offering? And so we should on an ideal status, be putting an offer out each day, whether that's through a follow-up, whether that's through upselling to our current clients. So for example, if you have, customer buys from you once, a client keeps buying from you, right? And that's where you can keep creating offers to the people who already know, like, and trust you. They're more likely to buy. So an example of this is, so I have my Sales Success coaching program. I then have my Become Unstoppable one-to-one coaching. And then I offer a retreat to clients only. So I could actually be leaving about $20,000 on the table if I wasn't offering this high-end retreat. So always look at where else can you start encouraging your clients who already know, like, and trust you to keep buying from you. And often that is making an offer and being direct. Another cool thing to do is to help increase your cash flow and your sales it's like, I'm going to give you two analogies. The first one is a cafe analogy. So when I used to train people in cafes on how to increase the average spend, it would be all about the person at the register taking your order. So imagine I come up to the counter and I say, I'd love a long black with cream. That's what I drink. And if the person's been trained well and they understand the evolution of a sale, that person could point to the takeaway range of cups and say, would you like a large? And point to the large. Now, that's a very non-pushy way to upsell, directing someone to the higher item. So I might go, yes, actually, I'd love that. They could also then say, great, would you like a muffin or a scone with that? Again, really not in your face, but being a full service. And all of a sudden, you've taken a $3.50 spend, upgraded it or upsold to a large, and then cross-sold over to a muffin. We've got now a $10 spend. So when clients are coming to you and you're listening to what they need, is there something else you can bolt on? Could you offer the next level up to see if they don't take it then, they may over time when you re-offer it, come back up to that next layer. So have a think about where can you upsell, where can you cross-sell, and where can you keep offering to your clients? Where else can you be of service? Where else could you bundle up an offer to keep them in your ecosystem? The other great thing about sales simplicity is we can forget. I know I've said simplicity a lot, but we can actually forget the simplicity of it. You may have a lot of people around you where perhaps you put offers out, perhaps they're in your database, perhaps they're in your lead magnets, perhaps you've met them networking. But here's what can happen. If we don't come back and take the order, we can leave them hanging. This is where the second analogy comes in, my restaurant analogy. Imagine, if you will, we go to a restaurant together and the amazing waiter brings us the menus. Now, one of the reasons we've come to this restaurant is the marketing's great. The referrals, the reviews, it looks great on the outside. We've been online and looked at their menu. It was easy to book through their booking system. And we've now come to this restaurant because we want to be there. And we get bought these menus. And we're looking at these menus and we're getting really excited. Except the waiter decides that he doesn't want to be pushy, has given you the menu, so shouldn't you then come and find him to give the order, because he doesn't want to be seen to crowding you and to being sleazy and icky, right? I know that's a silly analogy to give, but it's really powerful, right? So we're sitting in this restaurant because we want to be there with a menu, and the waiter is not coming and taking our order. Instead, he keeps seeing new people and he's seating them, and yet he's still not going around taking the orders. Sales needs you to be direct and say, would you like me to take your order? Now, usually when you're taking your order, would you like to start with an entree? We're not offended by being offered that. Would you like dessert menu? Again, we're not offended. It's a full service. So for me, when I work with people in their sales and their sales teams, there's a lot of overthinking going on, and not enough of a basic sales or what we call a customer service. So imagine the waiter comes, would we like an entree? We order mains. He then upsells us to sides. He then comes back to offer more drinks. We then get dessert. Then we then get coffees. And at the end, when we go to pay, he then suggests, hey, in a couple of weeks' time, we've got this coming up. Would you like to book? Right? So there's this whole service flow or sales flow that goes through the whole thing. When you don't come and take the order, the whole thing gets bungled up in bottlenecks, and you keep trying to get new people because you're not converting who's in front of you. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of a kick in the pants around keeping sales very simple and injecting sales into your day. Thank you, Kimmy, for letting me have your audience for a small amount of time. Hope you guys are amazing. Come on, follow me on my Facebook, or I will give Kim a link of getting some of my sales kit that's going to give you a checklist of what to do, like what does sales look like each day, and give you the confidence to do this stuff consistently. You guys are amazing. See you later.